morning, my friends. How are you? Happy Friday. Excuse me. I haven't talked to Mac yet, so you know that first phrase that you have in the morning. It's all hoarse. We're doing back today, and what I'm thinking I want to do, and you may too, is I just want to swing these legs out and release the hip and the low back. This week has been intense, and that seems to be the epicenter of lots of our movements. All right, so it's probably smart to limber it up and release hip, ham, low back. You know, stretch it out and actively stretch. All right, dumbbell row and rear delt fly. We're going to do both of those movements on one side. So you're going to row for 10 and then right away fly for 10 on the one side, and then we switch. Brilliant. I love this. Okay, another little stretch, and we're going to get right into it. It's just slightly over a half hour, so we got this. Awesome Friday, you guys. One more little sip, and we're good to go, right? Now again, first round, warm up. You know, you do a general warm up to get the blood flowing through your whole body, and then you do a muscle specific warm up to get that part in gear, right? So go through those and make it a habit, so that you'll just, you'll come to your workouts and just automatically fall into that little sequence of preparation. We've got some reverse grip rows coming up, and I'll explain that, but you might choose to do just straight on, anatomically correct hand holds before you start twisting and turning and, you know, putting variety into your workout. Get really good at the basics, in the basic movements, in the way your body was intended to be used, okay? Then we can get fancy. All right, here we go. 10 rows. Squeeze with your back. You're not pulling up with your arm, it's your back. And 10, and then again, right into your rear delt fly. Feels good. Remember all of this core work? So when you come to do your bent over rows or anything forward flexed at the hip, you're keeping that good, strong, tall, over-exaggerated posture. Then you break at the hip and come into your position in good posture, okay? That way you're going to hit the muscle that you're intending. Oh, this is exactly what I needed this morning. Slight chill with that rain, eh? And I didn't want to take my fuzzy sweater off. But now, we've got the fuzzy sweater inside. Make sure, this might be a little bit heavy. I'm going to go with it again. Because my next set I should be warmed up. But if that weight is too heavy for that small muscle group, the rear delt, you're going to just be swinging it, okay? You want to get a weight that will challenge you through the motion with control. Right? So this one, you don't need to rest too much in between. You know, you're going to know when to go back to it, but we're resting one side as we're working the other side. 10, 10. Good. Okay. How did I ever think I was going to stay chilled with this kind of a workout? I was just thinking about this stabilizing arm. It's working hard, and you have to watch your shoulder, okay? If it's out here too far, you know, you're putting yourself at risk there. So stabilize it right underneath your shoulder. Engage that core and pull with your upper back. Good stuff. Don't check out of your workout, okay? Stay in your workout, in the movement. Core engaged through the whole thing, all right? You want abs? There's your abs. Tall, exaggerated, cartoon character. And then break forward for that. Keeping it up in that. See, this would be what I see sometimes is like this. Or sometimes I see people opened up really wide like that. All right, keep it square and keep it concentrated on the back. Isolated work here. Okay, one more. And then we're going into the reverse grip, all right? Anatomical grip, overhand grip, and we're gonna go into a reverse. Next. That's a little more than a warm up. That's okay. I brought my barbell out to show you the reverse grip. I'm just finding, and I will show you, a reverse grip with your dumbbells would be here, bent over, reverse grip, row. But you'll see that mine kind of turn in a little bit. So the idea would be to just get that squeeze a little closer in the center, closer to the spine, and squeeze. So let me go ahead with this and then I'll show you my barbell. But again, your wrists and your elbows and your shoulder joints are going to all come into play here. So make sure you feel it, you know? There's no hard and fast rules. Every body is different. Every situation is different. All right, reverse grip, grip, shrug. So that is your upper back pulling together, your arms elevate. All right, as opposed to just lifting them over here, you want to squeeze that back and then see the arms follow. Alternating hamstring, alternating bicep curls. I'm just going to grab this 10-pounder here. It's a 20 rep set, so it's high volume. And I think we're going alternating. So just, I call it machine gun, but don't, be controlled. Use control. And 20, okay? So, check that out. You're back to your reverse grip, and I'm gonna just pop my barbell out here for reverse grip, bent over, barbell row. Got it? All makes sense. Seems like French when you're beginning, a foreign language, but it gradually seeps in, right? You absorb the information. Set yourself up, reverse grip, and pull. And 10, and then I'm going right into my reverse grip shrug. Same thing. My upper back pulls together, lifts the weight. And 10. Good. And then your biceps. Rolling along here, eh? Love days like this. $18, $19, slowing down, and 20. Slowing down, but hold on to your form, right? Good form. Okay. Nice job. So you're either with your barbell or your dumbbells for the reverse grip row. Upper back, okay? That's going to give us this tall posture, and it kind of adds breadth. You know, not poppy yoke muscles, but just a good, dense muscle that holds your body erect and gives you a nice lines and posture, all right? Third set. Good. So I failed to mention that if there's concern with lower back stability or safety, and you're coming into your forward lean position, you could stabilize your head against a chair, the back of your bench, a stool, okay? Play with that. It's going to be up to you to see the work we're doing and make the modification that makes sense for the equipment that you have, for the space you have, for the limitations you have, right? And here's our biceps. Okay, beautiful. As usual, I'm looking ahead to the next one. Double dumbbells. For the gorilla row, usually heavier, right? For the high pull, upright row, and just make sure that that suits your, the internal rotation suits your shoulder joints. And then it's calling for a 1. I just wanted the biceps to be done and with the shoulders internally rotated, so we're gonna go with 1 dumbbell. That's up to you. You could use a kettlebell. I love kettlebells for these guys. All right, so let me go get my gorilla row equipment. Good, 20 reps. Should give us a little bit of a cardio pump as well. So there's for my gorilla. Gorilla is stable, reaching, and almost like a piston pump. Bam, bam, got it? Each time the weight goes down to the floor and stops. So it's actually a dead stop row. All right, think about that. And then your bicep curls, what are they, 10? With a single? I'm gonna try it with this 25. Should be okay. I can change my weights, right? If it turns out that it's not in the cards for me today, or I could keep a heavier weight and go less reps. Lots of options. What's your goal? To strengthen. So do things that are going to strengthen you today. This is isolated muscular training. And 2, 3, 4, okay? Engage the core. $19 and $20, yeah. So core is engaged, low back is working. Actually a little bit of obliques happening there too, okay? So we're using our core muscles, abdominals, in a position that they have to work. Upright row, or high pull. Good. So the intention is not to just pull it up. The intention is to squeeze those muscles together. That follows. The weights follow. Ooh, let's see this for biceps. Nine and 10. It might get harder as we go along. Woo! Good. Rest in between sets as long as it takes you to recover well enough to hit the whole tricep again in good form. All right? And that's now for me. All right. Oh, here comes the Mac attack. All righty. Remember that these weights land on the floor and they're not dropping. You have control. $17, holy moly. 19, oh, and 20. Yep. Hold on to form. As your energy starts depleting, hold on to good form. That comes from here, okay? Be smart. Change your weights if you have to. But more often than not, I find if I just really bring my focus into it, and grit and bear it, keeping the good form. Upright row, high pull. Good. Back feeling okay, you know? Easy in and easy out of these things. Pay attention at any point in your workout, you know, a pinch or a strain. Little signs will tell you. It's like, tread carefully. And I'm not saying wimp out, I'm just saying be aware. And 10. All right, we got one more one more tricep. All right. Now be aware, gorilla, low back stability. Good morning, low back work. And then our last one, Superman hyper, low back. All right, at any point in these guys, it might even be your last one. You might even just get rid of it. If the first two, stabilizing low back work, is enough, then it's enough. Tall, break forward, and row. Let's go. 20. Good. Upright row. Go. Go for it. 6. My body wants to cheat now, and I can let it, but as long as I'm aware of that is what I'm doing. It's a strategy to get those last few reps out. And slow down. Woo! We're on our way. We're on our way to Friday. Bravo. So, we've got a good morning. I'm gonna go easy on my good morning. And then, the Y raise, all right? And concentration curl. So, let me see. Choose your weights and just know that you can change. My Y raise and my concentration. Good. Making some educated guesses, and then you just go back and change in between sets, okay? So, good morning. First of all, right here. I like calling my good mornings like this now, I don't know why. So, you're almost tipping into your toes with this one. You're not displacing so much backwards because that's more hamstring, but you will come forward and displace slightly. And then usually my feet have to be a little wider. And 10. Okay, let me show you your Y raise. With light weights or no weights, you're gonna come straight up and pop out there. Now, we've done that lots. If you're not familiar with this exercise, keep it there. You could be standing or sitting. Y, straight up front, squeeze out here, feel that in the mid back. I'm gonna give us an option. If you have a bench that is adjustable, you could actually go against the back of your sofa and pop out this way. So I'm gonna do my first one with no weight. So this would be a Y raise in an inclined position, posture, a little harder, I'll tell you that much. And 10. So the idea would be to get those arms, depending on your mobility, up at your ears, and then add the contraction through your mid-back. Oh my goodness. Good morning. Okay. Power pat. Just a little power pat. And then you gotta send them on your way. Go, go, go. Okay. Concentration drill. The back, upper, just above your elbow, attaches to the inner thigh. That way, it's concentrated effort on the bicep muscle. Nice. And 10. Okay. Back to your good mornings when you're ready. I think I'm gonna let him out. And then Y raise. Stay home, please. Good. Alrighty. Good morning. Good morning. It is now. Okay, those are controlled, thoughtful movements, right? You're not just bowing. When I'm going through this, I'm thinking low back, oh, tightening up in the hamstring, tightening up. How much flexibility? Contract, contract, contract. How does it feel? Oh, good. All right, there's always a little background, what do you call it when somebody narrates, a narration going through each rep. You talk to yourself. I just made it okay. I'm gonna try these Ys with some light dumbbells. These are 3s. If you have, even those little puffy things, those little, I don't know if they were wristband weights or what, I don't know what we used them for. I remember once at Fulton's I had them on my legs and Kim had to come over and tell me to take them off. Oh, you have to give points for enthusiasm. Here we go. Y, raise. So this shoulder was talking to me a little bit, so I just switched my grip a bit to see if I could manage it. Yeah. Always talk. Feedback. is oftentimes weaker. Sometimes I'll just help the weight up a little bit. If I'm trying to force some reps and push past a weak link, a weak point. One more set here, and we have Superman hypers. Remember, there's a half-hour workout. That's plenty. We hit every part of the back, and the hamstrings were involved, and the core was involved. So it was a good workout. But if you'd like to stay for the Superman hypers, we're just going to do some on the floor. These are my most dreaded exercises, and sometimes I do them just for good measure. Alrighty, awesome. And 10. Okay. Good stuff. Let me cue you through these, upright wise. All right? So those palms are facing up, usually coming forward and squeezing out, and that's where I feel my contraction. Nice. Watch the tension if it's building up in your neck. You're going to want to stop and just roll it out real quick, okay? Yeah. All right. And then your concentration curls. Finish her up. Take her home. Watch the grip on that too. At this point in the game, you might be really holding on tightly, and then it hits you somewhere else, and you go, "How did I get the pain down there?" Well, that tension will transfer to other places in your body. Okay. Just do it. We just did it. All right. If you're heading out now, have a great weekend, or come back for glutes tomorrow and stretch on Sunday. Stretch it out, eat well, recover well, enjoy yourself, all that stuff. If you're staying here, I'm going to go down on the floor for my Supermans, and this is an exercise, and I'm just going to move this guy back a little bit. There we go. Okay. So on the floor or on a bench, I mean, it doesn't matter. At this point, you're going to engage those low back muscles, and if you'd like to take it into that Y again, you're welcome to hit that mid back. That mid back is so hard to target. So I would just up, down, if I'm just doing the simple Superman. Hyperextension, you're bringing it back up. You could take those arms out front. And then if I wanted to add an extra little mess around with things, I would just kind of lift my arms way up and bring them back down. Superman. I got 2 more in me. Good. And then what was it, cat stretch? Yeah, just rounding off that back. All right. With this movement, it's really going to be up to you to be aware and go in and do the tour and make sure that you're hitting the muscle. You can't really feel that, right? You're feeling a lot here, you're feeling a lot here, but that mid back is kind of tucked in and it doesn't really feel like it's getting challenged. So if you put your brain to it and visualize it and just imagine what you think should be happening. Contraction, lengthening, contraction, okay? And so the lat pull option would be pull. You could even, if you have really good rotation through your shoulder joints, you could really pull, say your band or dowel and pull back for the lat. I honestly believe for myself, my shoulders are 100 million times better, but I still could use some more mobility in those shoulders. So that's what's holding me back from doing a more challenging movement for my mid back. The weak links, the lack of mobility in my shoulders is not allowing me to go back. So I work on that. I work on that on Sundays with you guys doing strong stretch. We do this one. Oh my God. Last one. This was supposed to be your stretch. All right. Last set, 4. Superman hyper with a lat pull down option. I think I did 11. I'm such a good girl. Cat stretch. And any other stretch that you think you might need today, you know we do that lat stretch where we pull our arm out in front, add the resistance, hello sweetheart, and then reach back. And then, go on. It's all wet out there. Ooh. Right, I'm just gonna do the other side. Out front, drive the arm in, and then sit back and stretch out those lats. And watch the tension in your neck. Okay? Awesome, you guys. Happy Friday. All right, have a super day, and I'll see you tomorrow if you're with me. Again, we're evening out. We're not going so crazy heavy hard on Saturdays for glutes, but it certainly is an option for you if you're feeling strong and you've got no issues going on to lift a little heavier, all right, for your glutes. Big fat burner there. Everyone hates it. I did for years, but now I know. It's our engine. We've got a Hemi. All righty, gang. Say goodbye. We'll talk to you later. This thing